beauty, welcome back to the channel. So Steve Harvey has had it to here. He is tired, y'all. Steve is tired and he is letting it all out on the Strawberry letter on the Steve Harvey morning show. He's tired of how people have been running their mouths about his wife Marjorie Harvey, and he finally let loose, giving the blogs, especially the black blogs, a piece of his mind, y'all. And also in this video we'll be looking into Shirley Strawberry's apology on the Steve Harvey morning show. So before we get right into it, if this is your first time, you're so welcome. Please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to not miss another video. And to my returning subscribers, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you. Okay, you guys, so Steve Harvey has finally had it up to his neck, y'all. Like we all know, he's been on the blogs for a while now, especially for the negative. His family, his wife, as a matter of fact, since his wife's ex-husband wrote his book, you know, with the whole kingpin and everything, it's been crazy, y'all. Marjorie has been on the news and it's not looking good. And most recently, there was unverified rumors about her cheating on Steve Harvey. And why they have to deal with that, Steve Harvey's colleague in staff, Shirley Strawberry, leaked jail recording with her now estranged husband, got out there, y'all, got into the public. And of course, Tasha K was the tool to pass it around, and it just like added more gas to fire, you know, talking about her perception of Marjorie towards them. It was not looking good, y'all. But this is what Uncle Steve Harvey had to say. Let's look into that real quick, and afterwards we would analyze Shirley's apology. Okay, let's get right into it.
Yes, to you, Shirley.
Just like Steve said, they knew all along, but they wanted to create that space for her to be comfortable enough to come to work. And yeah, so I get it that she didn't, you know, like open up to them, unlike the other lady that she opened up to. But it's just how it is sometimes when you're going through the moment.
Just too much for me at that time, you know.
Okay. So we get, you know, my wife and me, we've been getting beat up for the past 2 weeks. But when something like this happens, you know, our motto has always been to never address bloggers.
Right.
And we don't give it no room or speak.
No life.
No, nothing, because we know who we are and we know whose we are. And so we don't address bloggers. When this came out, it's a little bit different because it's not gossip, rumor, or malicious lie. It came from the inside circle. Because we are inside circle. We are family. And so when it came out, you know, Marjorie is on baby watch right now. We got another grandchild coming, and the baby's due any minute. So Marjorie's over there on baby watch. She's just doing grandmama duty. And Marjorie don't really get into all this right here. And so I didn't really, you know, look, I'm so used to getting beat up, but I didn't know how Marjorie was feeling about everything that's out there. Because these bottom feeders are just beating my wife up. And even though we've made a conscious effort and we said we're not going to address it, I'm tired. And so when this came
to jail recording, like, it's crazy, y'all. Everyone have their dark days, and I guess this is Marjorie's time, because Steve have been having his name in rumors and so many things for a long time, but he is really affected because it's obvious his wife is hurt. You can just tell by the sound of his voice that his wife is really hurt, and I feel it, girl. I feel it. I don't know why people do that. That's why I try to use my platform for positivity as much as possible, but everybody not going to do that, you know. But yeah,
like I say, I understand. The part I'm coming with now is because it's been so ugly for my white man. And see, this is what I've never done before. It's been so ugly for my wife. And I've stood there trying not to say nothing. But I'm not a blog. I'm trying to build. She said, I'm going to get in there and build with you. We got married in 2007. Do you know what I was doing in 2007? Nothing. We had four stations in 2005. Four. We built this. All of us built this. We had 4 stations. We turned this into something. But that woman got down in that foxhole with me and turned this into something. In 2007, we got married. In 2008, we found out that somebody had stolen 7 years of my tax return. I ain't gonna mention no name. And we owed the government $22 million and we in debt. But then guess what? She stayed with me in that. Then guess what? In 2009, I got Family Feud. In 2009, the book came out. In 2012, the talk show came out. I'm telling you, this woman got in the hole and built this with me. She didn't steal nothing. And I'm tired of y'all talking about my girl. Because my girl is one of the best women I've ever met. And why you black ass people out there got but don't worry about it. It ain't working. Because all we are now, we are a title two-handed circle. Thank you for doing that. Okay. And you're not going to split us up.
Mic drop.
Not going nowhere.
Okay.
And she is none of what you said she is. And she the best chick I know.
Come on now.
I'm defending her.
Come on now.
Feel how you want to feel about
Come on now.
But that's the God in me. But now let me give you one piece of Steve Harvey. If I see your ass, let me say this to you,
what happened? Steve was about to go. Why did they cut out that part? Of course they would. But like, come on now, Steve. Defend your wife as you should. I mean, when is enough? Because it's crazy how people run around with unverified news. These people have real emotions. They have children. They have families. You can't just keep taunting them continuously and just expect them to be like a rock. There's so much you can do to a man. Like Steve have been receiving all this, rumors and bad press for a while. He doesn't mind, but when it has to do with his wife, the woman that he loves, definitely he's going to mind. And I totally feel his pain. And when he said this black A people, I felt that too. I really felt that. You could actually see that Uncle Steve is in so much pain. And this is not looking good. People need to verify their news before they run with it. Everything shouldn't be about money. So I'm glad he came out here on the morning show to just speak his piece, speak his mind, and defend his wife as he should. Because I believe she need all of his support right now, because she's probably going through it while she's trying to do her grandmama duties. She's probably going through it. And for Shirley's apology, she definitely apologized to Steve and thanked her colleagues, for not judging her, for being supportive, because she was embarrassed with the whole situation, that she's estranged from her husband since July. They've been separated, since July 4th of last year, 2022, over a year now. And the situation is really messy, but let's just go into the apology real quick, and then we analyze it a little bit.
All right, Steve, I'm going to just start by saying that my estranged husband is in jail. He's been in jail for over a year, since about right after the 4th of July of 2022. And recently, some phone calls from last year between he and I were leaked. And on those calls, you hear me saying you were winded going up the stairs at your home, and Marjorie looks at us as the head. And right here and now, I want to apologize to you and Marjorie for what I said. As much as I wish I could, I can't take it back. I can't. I said it, and I want to apologize. It was definitely not me trying to add to what you and Marjorie already have going on in your lives right now. But the fact that these tapes were released, it does seem like everyone is coming to you, coming for you, I should say, at this time, including me. But in reality, the tapes have nothing to do with what you and Marjorie have going on. It was just me running my mouth in a private conversation, or what I thought was a private conversation. And again, I apologize. I feel terrible.
Honestly, like Steve also said, it's not so much about what she said in the tape, talking about Marjorie looking at them like a help, or that Steve is scared of Marjorie, afraid of Marjorie. It's about the timing, just like Steve said, with everything they have going on, and Marjorie being on the blogs lately, this is just like adding gasoline to fire. So yeah, the timing is off, but Shirley doesn't have any direct control over that, apparently. Yeah.
Excuses. I said what I said, and there's no denying it. There's no taking it back. Back then, when the phone calls happened, I was trying to stand by my man, be supportive wife. I've been married to this man for 8 years. I had no idea that all this was going on with him. I had no idea. And the charges that he's facing are horrific. They are really bad. I for sure did not want your name mentioned in any kind of way associated with my mess. So I had to call you. I had to tell you. It was a hard call for me to make. But I called you. And I want to clear something up, Steve. You did not introduce me to him. I met him through a friend. I should say an ex-friend now.
Information, because everyone be saying Steve introduced them. I know there was a part of the show. I guess people were confusing the time Ernesto came on the show while talking to Steve Harvey, like a caller of the show, to surprise Shirley on her birthday, and went on to engage her. I guess people are confusing that to meaning Steve introduced them, because this is not adding up.
And the reason I'm here before you now, I wanted to say it live on the radio, is because your name is in it. We've been friends for a long time, Steve, and these jail calls were made public, and I wanted to give you and Marjorie a public apology and to ask for your forgiveness publicly. I just wanted to have a real moment with you. And, I have to tell you, I've been coming to work every day because, it's my only safe haven right now. It gave me a place where I could still be myself and forget my troubles for a little while, and just, do my job. I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you, of course, Steve, Tommy, Junior, and of course, my girl Carla, for the space and the grace that you guys have shown me. This is a very difficult time in my life. It is right now in your life. And I hate your names were dragged into my drama because you certainly don't deserve it.
You guys, you've heard Shirley. I think she's a stand-up lady. What she did is very courageous, to take accountability and, own up to her mistake and just apologize. But I don't really know if it's a mistake per se, because, what she said at that time to Ernesto was her opinion of Marjorie, and the situation, her observation. I don't know if she's sorry for her perception, because we all have opinion and perception, or she's just sorry that it got leaked, to add, more to their problems at this time, because everyone is guilty of gisting or gossiping with their partners. Most people are. Their partners are their gist and stroke gossip partners. So it just so happened that hers became public. But I love the fact that she was sincere in her apology. I believe her. I don't know about you, but I really believed everything. I don't see any animosity or any malicious intent. It was just a harmless conversation with her then husband that got published. Anyway, you already heard Steve Harvey's outburst. He is tired, y'all, and he wants the blog to keep his wife's name out of their mouth. Okay, but this is what people on the street had to say about this whole thing. This IG user said, when he said, "You black A's people," I knew Unc was fed the F up. This user said, sad part is those who believe him never need him to explain to begin with. Those who still don't believe him never will, and it doesn't matter what he says or what evidence he provides. You can't reason with unreasonable people. I agree. And this person says, I keep saying it, black folks don't love each other. We love to see each other fail, be it financially or in marriage. This man is so frustrated that he literally forced to come out and defend his wife. Now that's sad. Why are you people so caught up in that man's personal life? Why don't people mind your own business? Half the people spreading these rumors don't even know him. SMH, we gotta do better. This auntie says Steve did what all men should do, defend his woman. And this person says, Steve, we believe auntie, we also know it's cheaper to keep her. I'm not sure which auntie she's talking about here, Shirley or Marjorie. Anyway, this person says, I know that's right. If my husband don't defend me like this, I don't want it. Oh my God. Well, you guys, what are your thoughts, you guys? You've heard what the folks on the street had to say, and what Uncle Steve said, and Shirley. Guys, share your thoughts in the comment section. This video is already long as it is, but as always, thank you for watching. If you got to this point, do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell to not miss another video. I pray for peace for Uncle Steve Harvey and his wife. Until next one, you guys remember to pray, work out, work smart, and slay. Bye-bye.